x plus k minus 1, choose x, p raised to k, q raised to x. The range variable is from 0, 1 to up to infinity. T is a probability of success. K is number of success. So NBD is identified by two constants such as small p and k. These two constants are known as parameters of NBD. After this, we derived this formula with the help of probability concept. By using a probability concept, we derive the PMF of negative normal distribution. Are you on my screen? Everybody? Yeah, we derived the PMF of NBD in yesterday's class, and at the end, we got exactly the same formula what we defined at the beginning for negative binomial distribution. In today's class, we proceed ahead how to develop mean of negative binomial distribution. Before that, the theoretical question which I told yesterday, you should remember, find NBD and derive its PMF. This question is a lengthy question, as near about 6 to 8 mark examination. Let's see how to develop mean of NBD. In case of mean, you know from your first year, mean is nothing but expected value of x. So usually in your first year, if you want to get the mean of distribution, we begin expected value of x. And the formula of expected value of x is nothing but summation x multiply px. The statistics syllabus is very easy because what is the knowledge of first year is going to be used for second year. So you already studied mean, variance calculation in your first year. In case of mean of NBD, we have another approach to derive the mean. We did proceed by E of x. We try to develop E of x at the end, and that will stand for mean of NBD. See my cursor on the screen. X follows NBD, negative binomial distribution with parameter k comma p. Then its mean is obtained as below. The first step in the derivation is, we know that summation of px equal to 1. Anybody, why summation px equal to 1? Anybody answer why summation px equal to 1? You can unmute and the reply, px equal to 1. It is open question for entire class. Anybody can reply. Arbaz is there? Hello, Arbaz.
Yes, sir.
Why summation Px equal to 1 with the help of Fy knowledge? What is the reason to write at the beginning sum of equal to 1? Any other student? Burhanuddin? Can you reply it? Why summation Px equal to 1? It is an open question for entire class. Juveria, Kulsum, anybody can answer. Rutuja Sarvade. She is there?
Yes, sir.
So tell me why summation Px equal to 1? When it will be 1? Recall the knowledge of first year, you can easily answer my question. What Px stand? What Px stand? If you see here, this Px formula, x plus k minus 1, choose x, p raised to k, q raised to x, this is called as PMF. And if you try to find the definition of PMF, what do you mean by PMF? It is that function which satisfies two conditions. Condition number 1, the value taken by function should be greater than equal to 0. And condition number 2, can anybody recall? I taught the second term, probability distribution theory. Any function is known as a PMF if that function satisfies two conditions. It should be greater than equal to 0 and total of the function should be 1. Do you understand? That is the reason why we start with summation Px equal to 1. Px is the PMF, then by definition of PMF, total of Px should be 1. Everybody get me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So as PMF, so you can start from this step. This step is for mean of NBD. Let us check what is the next line. So this step implies summation x start from 0 to infinity. What is the formula of NBD? Formula is x plus k minus 1, choose x, p raised to k, q raised to x equal to 1. Am I right? Now go ahead, next line. If you see this summation, it depends on x, because in summation x is changing. So for me, p raised to k is a constant factor which I can put of the summation. And this p raised to k, I will shift on the right hand side. So it become 1 upon p raised to k, and that will be written as p raised to minus k. So this is now my derivation to develop the mean. What is the next line? Next line is, for step, I differentiate both sides with respect to q. So now I differentiate in left side at the right side with the help of q. So q is the variable for differentiation. You know, in your 12th mathematics, differentiation symbol is d upon dq. So d upon dq of left hand side is equal to d by dq of the right hand side. Now, next line you can compare. You compare this step with the next step. You will easily find the rule of differentiation. You have one result in your differentiation 12th mathematics. Differentiation of sum is sum of differentiation. d by dq can be taken inside. And it is for what? It is only for that quantity which is having q. So this combination does not having q. Respective q, this is entirely constant. So I took it here. This multiply d by dq of q raised to x. The same thing on the right hand side. D by dq 1 minus q whole bracket power minus k. Now what is 1 minus q? From where it come? If you compare this with step, easily see nothing but 1 minus q. Because in the definition of NBD, p plus q is 1. And I replaced by 1 minus q. I think all of you understand this step. I operate only by dq, left side and right side. Is that okay? Let us see now what is the differentiation. If you look this 2 raised to x, the differentiation is x power multiplied, q as it is, and power reduced by 1. That is the rule of differentiation for any quantity with power. You might be familiar if y equal to x raised to n, dy by dx equal to n times x raised to n minus 1. Same thing here also. I differentiate this quantity. Differentiation is for q. So q is a variable and x is a constant here. So this x become multiplied and power reduced by 1. This equal, let us look right hand side. This minus k is a power now. So it become multiplied. This entire thing as it is. And power 1 minus k minus 1. Into differentiation of this function. That is nothing but differentiation of 1 is 0 minus all as it is. Differentiation of q with q is 1. That's it minus comes here. This is also taken here, but it is 1. So dq is 1. So we have not written anything here. So this is my differentiation of this quantity here, this quantity here. Minus k multiply minus 1 becomes plus k. 1 minus q raised to minus k minus 1. I think nobody has doubt up to here. Now the next line, summation as it is, x plus k minus 1 choose as it is, x as it is, q raised to x minus 1 as it is, k as it is, and this minus I take common, so it becomes plus 1, and that minus is here, so I write in the denominator with p raised to k plus 1. This minus is not there. Be careful. Because when I denominator, power become positive down. If I take a numerator, power become negative. So this minus is not there. Be careful. Now for this step, multiply both sides. This is not x, this is multiply. Multiply both sides, p raised to k multiply q. This quantity you multiply right side as well as left side. So what you will get? You will get like this. Summation x, x plus k minus 1, choose x, p raised to k, q raised to x minus 1, multiply q. So p divided by p raised to k plus 1 multiply q p raised to k. So p raised to k and q is multiplied. This is very important step in the derivation to remember. What is the important step? Multiply both sides, p raised to k by q. See now, what happened by this step? We multiply left, we multiply right, so there is no change on the previous step. This q power, this minus cancel. So you get p raised to k, q raised to x. And this is, as usual, x plus k minus 1, choose x. This division line is not there because it is a combination. So summation x multiply this entire quantity equal k, q, p raised to k, and this is p raised to k minus 1. This is not there. So this p raised to minus k cancel with p raised to k. So what balance here? K time q time p raised to minus 1. Because minus k cancel with plus k. Scratched. This is not there. So simplified quantity right side, k q multiply p raised to minus 1. P raised to minus 1 can be written denominator. So is the right hand side, k q by p. Look on the left hand side, what is happening? X plus k minus 1, choose x, p raised to k, q raised to x. This entire thing, what I highlighted, this is your px. So according to definition of mean, it is summation x multiply px. This yellow mark, the entire mark is a px. So according to definition of NBD, summation x, this is a px. And according to first year, summation x multiply px stand for summation x into px stand for E of x. So this is nothing but mean of random variable x. And how much answer comes? Answer comes k by p. Clear? Question on this topic. Yeah, it is a homework. Obtain E of x or mean of NBD by using definition. What definition? That is E of x equal to summation x into px. You can get the same answer by using original definition of mean. What we got here, kq by. So there is two approach. The approach what we have picked up is summation px to 1. and we try to simplify the condition, and at the end we got mean of NBD as KQ by P. The exercise, which is written as a homework, to find E of X, another approach, that is the original approach, first principle. It is called mean first principle. So E of X equal to summation X into PX. Now you can recall what I told you, relation between negative binomial and geometric distribution. Can anybody recall what I said at the beginning of NBD topic? What is the relation between geometric and NBD? You can unmute and see what is the relation between NBD and geometric. Hurry up. Anybody can reply. If you want to go geometric with the help of NBD, what you have to make a change?
K equals to 1.
Good, good. Who is this student? Who is replying?
Farkhanda.
Who is replying?
Farkhanda.
Okay, that
Farkhanda.
okay. So what I said at the beginning, I told you geometric is the general case. NBD is a general case of geometric, and geometric is a particular case of NBD. What is the particular case? Replace K equal to 1. In this place of K, if you write 1, the remaining answer is Q by P. And you can recall now what I taught in your first year, mean of geometric, and is Q by P. The same answer we got here. K is an additional factor because in geometric, we perform the experiment to observe only one success. But in case of NBD, perform the experiment to observe K success. And that's why this K is coming in the picture. So now what is your homework? Your homework is to prove E of X by definition summation X into Px, and simplify this definition. You should reach the answer KQ by P. Is that okay? So today's topic is how to develop mean for NBD. Similarly, we proceed not today, tomorrow, how to derive the variance of NBD. Again, the derivation is not by your first definition. It is by simplifying condition what we use for mean. So we try to develop variance by starting with this condition. What is the original definition of variance? Anybody in the class? Anybody in the class? Suppose you want to get variance from first principle. How you will proceed? Anybody? You can unmute and reply if you want to find a variance. How you will start by using your first principle. I think the response you are not able to, because you have not made the revision of your first year. So I will advise all the group, at least you try to memorize all the definitions which we have studied in the second term syllabus, second semester syllabus. This everything is required to understand the second year topic. So what is the variance? Variance is nothing but, anybody is there? It is expected value x square minus square of expectation. That means to develop the variance by first principle, you have to make two calculations, E of x square, and you have to get E of x. E of x already we got today, that is nothing but kq by p. Now we want to get E of x square by using condition summation px equal to 1. After having E of x square with us, easily we can derive variance of NBD. Can you judge what would be variance of NBD with the knowledge of geometric? With the help of knowledge of geometric, can you guess what should be variance of NBD? You can see
Q by
here, Q, anybody?
Q by P.
Q by P is a mean. Q by P is a mean of geometric. So what is the mean of NBD? We multiply K.
Q by P square.
Good, good. Q by P square is a variance of what? It is the
Geometry.
variance of geometric. So what should be variance of D? Just multiply by K. So answer will be K times Q by P square. We'll try to derive how we can get variance of NBD as K times Q by P square. So this derivation we'll try to study tomorrow.